What separates dancers who make it professionally from those who don't? Here are my 5 tips to make you a successful professional dancer. What's up, Everyday Popping family? This is Dassy here. Today, you're not going to dance for this class this week. I would love to talk about my professional journey that would help you to also become a professional dancer if you are on the way to there. This is a great video for you guys. I grew up in a very humble background, and because of the dream that I have to become a professional dancer, world dancer, I moved to America from South Korea to make it happen, and I did it. I have so much pride in that, what I did by myself without any help from financially from my family. There were nothing. All I had was just passion and this dream, and I make it happen. So I would love to really share about the golden knowledge that I really can say that it's a golden, because I really truly believe you can do it. If I did it, everybody can do it, as long as you are awake here. I would love to share about that tip. Today in this class, this talk, I prepare 5 tips to become a successful professional dancer. Alright, tip number 1, master your craft. So obviously, if you are jumping into something, some craft, you need to have the skills. So obviously, you want to become a professional dancer. I don't know what kind of dance style that you want to do, but I'm sure you fall in love with certain styles or even many styles. That's totally fine. You need to practice, and you need to really make your body be able to do what you want to do. Yes, so you gotta practice, you gotta be really consistent with your time. I think for me, I didn't know what I really liked in the beginning of my dance journey. I just learned everything, and I just did whatever my heart is telling me to. So I learned everything, and then throughout the time, you will be able to find what you really tune into, like what you really drawn to. Even within the styles, you will be able to find that. It'll come. If you haven't found that, that's totally fine. Keep learning everything that makes you feel happy, and you will eventually find that. And that style was popping for me. I actually start from learning choreography, Korean K-pop choreography. At the time, it was actually better. K-pop, old school K-pop is good. Anyway, I start from learning K-pop, just watching music video, just following the whatever singer is dancing to. I just collected my friends and then danced together. And then throughout the time, I got deep into dance. So I started learning different dance styles. And actually, the first style that I really fell in love was locking. So I was heavily doing locking, I was battling, I was performing, I was doing everything. But then few years later, I found my calling about popping. Popping was the most hardest style that I ever trained, and I got really obsessive about this dance style. And that obsessive feeling kind of make me be where I am right now. I just fell in love with this hardcore dance style because I practiced crazy amount of time. Like, I don't even remember the school, going to take all the dance classes, and then after the class, I was training the nighttime until the 5 in the morning. Because a lot of Korean dance studio, they have a lot of dance classes. So I won't be able to have my own time to practice. So all I did was taking all the class and then wait until the class is done. And during those times that when the studio is open and empty, I would practice with my friends group until the next morning, and then take the first train to home, and then wash it off, go to school. That was my life. You don't need to do that, but obviously you need to have some good efficiency in your training. I'm always telling you, it doesn't matter if you are practicing like 10 hours. If you did not focus anything, then that time is going to trash. If you really focus all the intention, everything, focus on getting better with your dance technique for maybe 20 minutes a day, and you put 2000% of everything, then you're winning. So like, again, I'm always telling you about everyday popping. Popping is very hard dance styles, but you gotta be consistent. Don't give up because you don't see the result right away. You're gonna see the result within your eyes as long as you are putting the right great focus and be consistent about it. Yeah, so obviously you need to really train your craft. So that's the first thing that you need to do. And a lot of people always say that, hey Dassy, I love this style so much, and I've been dancing for, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, but I don't see the progress. First, ask yourself, did you really focus on your time? did you really follow through what a lot of people who already made it, did you follow through their guidance or not? First, ask that. And if you really think that you put really crazy amount of good focus but still don't see the progress for maybe give 2 years of going full out, if you don't see it, maybe that's something that you need to change your direction into different direction. But to be honest, I never seen someone who put 2 years of time of crazy amount of focus and efficiency. I always saw the result. So ask you that first. But even though you did a lot of time, like everything, still don't see it, still don't feel like you are improving something, then there is a time where you need to redirect yourself. But anyway, you gotta put 2,000. There is no 2,000%, but you know what I'm saying. Yes, that's the first thing that you need to do. And find your way, find your style, and just keep working on your craft. Wait. Before we move on, I want to quickly introduce my online popping tutorial platform, Everyday Popping. We've got over 100 classes covering everything from how to pop with each body parts, foundations, choreography, freestyle tactics, and even a beginner course specially designed for those new to popping. You will also get monthly personalized feedback from me, plus lessons from world-renowned international guest teachers. If you want to grow and level up your popping, Everyday Popping has you covered. Join now at everydaypopping.com to learn more and start your popping journey. Alright, back to the class. Alright, tip number 2. Develop your authenticity. Being authentic is so powerful and so important that a lot of people don't realize. I feel like we are living in the place where you see everything from the internet and then you just want to follow other people's direction, which can be really helpful, but at the same time, you shouldn't lose your authenticity. So as a dancer, it's always great, very important to build up your own character and own authenticity. If you are, obviously you start somewhere where you see someone, your idol, and then you want to become someone like that. Amazing, they are your motivation, they are your inspiration. That's great. Learn from those people, learn from those successful people, how their steps were, how their dance styles were. Learn from those people. But at the end of the day, you still need to develop your own authenticity. Don't lose who you are. If you are a very short dancer like me, I am very short, but I ended up developing my authenticity of really popping really strong. My energy is very explosive, and a lot of people don't really know I can be that like monster because I am naturally pretty sweet person. I'm bubbly and sweet person. That's my character. But they don't know how I can turn into when I start popping. So that became my character. And I think even you're tall, even you're small, even you're maybe, I don't know, you have a very long arm, if you have I don't know how to say, like very small body, it doesn't matter. You gonna find your own way to really shine through. You just gotta embrace who you are. And finding that authenticity is very important. If you feel like you don't have something popping out of a lot of people, then maybe something you gotta find and build towards. If you are going towards becoming professional dancer, you need to stand out because this industry can be very harsh. You get compared by people by look anytime. You get compared by anybody for your dancing anytime. So you will face a lot of rejection in this industry, but that doesn't mean that you are less of that. You just didn't fit with that specific project. I feel like I've seen so many times where I didn't fit in the job that they are looking for, but because I was so authentic enough that they changed their work around me so that I can fit into their project. Or there were lots of time they create the character for their job. They create my character for their job because they loved my character. Does that make sense? So there are lots of creative work that would love to have someone that is very authentic and stand out. So please embrace yourself. Even though you don't like some part of yourself, you can turn that into something really special. So yeah, be very authentic yourself. You gotta stand out in this industry because it is very tough industry. It's true. All right, tip number 3. Become a genuine, reliable, responsible, good human being before you become good dancer. Of course, being a good dancer is amazing, but I always thinking that being a good human being goes first. It comes first than anything that you do. I can say this, being a reliable and good and genuine human being who can build a genuine connection and also someone who is very responsible can be more successful than really talented dancer. It's true. I've seen so many crazy gifted talented dancers not being reliable, and then they ended up just being not doing anything, and it really breaks my heart because you know there's so many talented dancers doesn't know how to do business. And in business, anything society connected, you gotta be genuine human being. Sure, you can be fake, you can be opportunist, you can do anything, sure, those people would get what they want. But at the end of the day, I really believe in someone who's really genuinely good human being would always win in longevity. Throughout my whole dance journey, I've seen so many people not being reliable, not being responsible. They are missing their flights, they are not coming on time. I've seen so many people doing like that, and it really breaks my heart that how amazing they are as a dancer, but a lot of organization is not willing to book them because of that reason. And I also really felt it as someone who's been working as a dancer with lots of different company. They know that my work ethic is really great and on point, that they trust me more, and that they continuously like having me as one of for their event and stuff. And that's very great quality that dancer can get. I'm not saying that I'm the world's best dancer. No, there are so many beautiful dancers, but because of their poor work ethic, they no longer work as a dancer, or they kind of lose their opportunity. And it is very sad, and it is true in this industry. So being on point doesn't require your talent. Being on time, being on point, being on time. Just be ready for anything that you get thrown. Whatever job you get thrown, like you gotta be ready for that. So having a great work ethic is so important, and also being a great human being, really important. Treat other people with respect. It's not like, I feel like as a dancer you get a lot of spotlight, right? And I've also seen so many people kind of becoming, you know, oh, I'm so popular, oh, so you are less than me. Like I've seen many people turning in that direction. Please, everybody is worth a lot. Like everybody is in the same, even though maybe you won the battle on this time, but that doesn't mean that you're better the person than the other person. Like they have so many things that they can offer. It's like better than what you do. So never become those those who think they're better than anybody. Stay humble. It's really going to serve you longevity. And trust me, be humble, stay humble, but still be confident, still be respectful for what you did, what you've been working on, and just keep thriving. That's my tip. Number 4, treat it like a business mindset. I think I kind of like merged whatever I wanted to talk about it a little bit on the tip 3. Tip 3 was more of like a be good human being. This tip 4 is more having a business mindset is very important. Sometimes you need to take out your emotions when doing business. I know we are a very emotional human being, especially as an artist, especially as a dancer who needs to constantly hearing yourself and express yourself. We are very much artists. We are artists. Sometimes it is very hard to detach your emotion when doing business. Sometimes as a professional dancer, you will be facing so much harsh truth. You would have like many auditions. You would have many castings. They will see you, your looks. They're gonna be like, you're chopped, you're too short, you're too that, you're too this, that. Think about it. We practice like 10 years, 20 years of dance to get judged by my looks. But it's true hard reality that you're gonna face. Please don't take it personal and don't think that you are less of that. it's just the job just didn't fit with you. That's why being authentic is coming back again, that how important it is. And also having a business mindset is very, very important. I feel like, let me talk about my situation. I think being a dancer made me become a multi-talented person. I learned how to remix the music because I danced. I learned how the lighting works. I learned how camera works because I worked as an artistic director too. I learned how to wear makeup. I learned how to dress myself because as a dancer, it's very important. I learned how to make a website. I learned how to make an invoice. I learned how to budget my finance. I learned it because I was always independent contractor. I wasn't working for the company. I was always working for myself, right? All this technique that you can learn, please learn. Sometimes we need to do things by ourselves. Nobody's gonna always tell you what to do. Sometimes you gotta be your own voice to do what you need to do. So learn these skills. Don't throw away. You're gonna use this skill one day. How I did it was building Everyday Popping. I built a website. Now I feel like I can do very easy coding. I designed my logo, Everyday Popping logo. I made a video, I edited video, I remixed the music, I put the music, I choreographed. I literally did everything by myself. And this is the best investment that I did. So all the learning skill that you do, it's going to pay you back. So keep that business mindset. You're always growing. There's always room to grow, so that don't stop growing and learning. Yes? All right, tip 5. Mental resilience and longevity. I think everything is kind of related to all the things that I talked earlier. You will go through lots of ups and downs in your career. For me, for example, I moved to different country. I had to work for my visa, my artist visa for long time. And there were times you will want to give up. There will times that, oh my God, am I doing right thing or no? There will be times that you will be really hungry and you won't have a lot of money but still be dancing. There will be a lot of times like this. But know that the world is changing. Now you have a social media, now you have an internet everywhere that you can be shine anywhere in the world. So you got a better place right now. But remember that even though there were times that you want to give up, don't give up. You will come back stronger. There were lots of times I feel like I was hungry, I had no money. That's even like dancing for 15 years. Moving to different country, I had no money. And I was like, why am I doing this for 15 years for what? You know what I mean? There will be a lot of times you are doubting yourself, you're doubting everything that you've done. It's okay to feel that way. It's normal. That means you care so much. Keep caring so much and just keep pushing forward. There will be time. Everybody has their own timing. And because somebody is being successful so quickly, but you're not, don't get discouraged by that. Everybody will have their moment. Knowing yourself, self-awareness is very important. Are you growing? Are you improving? Do you have a clear goal? Are you working towards those goals? Are you helping others? Are you motivated? Keep checking on yourself. If things are lacking, force yourself to be surrounded by people who can at least motivate you in a certain way. Keep putting yourself out there to do it. If you are very going mental break or depression, go out and meet people. And I trust you, dance community is most warm community that I ever in my life. I think mostly I was in dance community, but dance community dancers are most pure souls, and they are going to lift you up. They are going to lift you up. If your circle are toxic, get out of there. Find another great, warming, loving community within dance. You will find it. So don't get discouraged by, the hardship in life. Keep pushing it. Don't give up. You will have your moment, and play smart. That everything that I talked about is being like playing smart, and trust yourself and keep on going. That is it for today. I feel like the talk went pretty long, and I hope I kind of organized what I wanted to say well. I'm not sure. I don't know how many people are willing to become a professional dancer. Even though I only talk about dance career, I think this tip will help you in any field. If you want to become a singer, if you want to become a magician, if you want to become a illustrator, anything, just having a great healthy mindset is always going to help you become successful. So this was it, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe I'll talk about something other subject about how to get visa if you willing to move to America and pursue your goal here. I can maybe talk about it. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. But anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.